hijacking an airliner, hostage-taking and demanding a ransom? Kyle! Josette! Tell me this is some kind of joke!
Done.
I think that's my line, but thanks to you, bro, we've got a chance to escape!
Huh?
Oh, hell. Not again.
Hey!
Kyle!
We'll talk about this later. Let's just focus on getting out of here.
I'm never going to get the smell of this out of my hair.
Let's hurry and get out of this room! They went up. They're going to try and escape in their airship.
Ha!
After tracking them this far, we can't let them get away. We've got to catch them.
Understood.
I made it out alive. Oh, what a tragedy this has become. Oh, my delicate nasal cavity.
Hey, Olivier! You better hurry, or we're going to leave you behind.
Ah, wait for me.
Hold it right there, you! You're not getting past us!
You guys are back for more after taking a righteous beating like that?
Now that's what I call tough.
If you don't want to move, then we're going to force our way through. Yeah.
All right, we rule!
Don't think you're going up any further.
Take the hostages and go!
So you're back for more, huh? When will you learn?
What are you trying to do? Buy time for your leaders to escape?
They've done a lot for us over the years.
Now it's time to return the favor.
Yeah!
Piece of cake.
Crap! It looks like we've got company!
Don't think you're gonna walk out of here the way you came in. All we need to do is buy some time for Don, Kyle, and Josette to escape.
Trying to shield your masses to the bitter end, huh? Though it's a ridiculous thing to do, your spirit is admirable.
Then I wonder if beating them into the ground might be a way to honor their sacrifice. Let's take them down.
Take that!
All right, we're good to go.
Huh?
What's this?
How'd the army find out about this place? That liar. Things weren't supposed to go down like this.
Hey, get your dirty mitts off of me!
Hey! What's going on here?
So, those are the ringleaders of the Sky Bandits? I'm surprised there's such a young woman, too.
How about you shut your yap and start taking some good pictures? What are the chances of getting another scoop like this?
So, how about it, Niall? Is this enough to help you write a decent article?
You bet it is. I'm really grateful that you took us along. Oh, and would you mind if we took a picture of you while we're at it?
What do you think, General Morgan?
Do as you like. This plan was successful thanks to your genius. In all honesty, this is truly something to boast about.
No. This was just the result of the accuracy of the Intelligence Division's analysis. And thanks to the cooperation of those of you standing over there.
What?
What are you guys? I mean, how the heck? What's going on? Exactly.
It's you kids again.
Hey, look, it's Estelle and Joshua!
Braces? Why are you here?
Just for the record, I'll tell you. We infiltrated this place one step ahead of you. Again. And the entire hideout has been subdued.
we chased the fleeing Sky Bandit leaders up this way. But I never would have guessed that the Royal Army's patrol ships would be waiting.
Once again, you've overstepped your bounds.
With all due respect, General, it was because of them that our military strike saw this level of success. Therefore, shouldn't we in turn recognize their achievements?
Do as you wish. I'll leave the rest up to your discretion. I'll return to the ship and see what information I can get out of these Sky Bandits.
Very well, General.
That old man's as stubborn as ever.
He's not a bad person. He just lacks a little flexibility. That aside, where are the other Sky Bandits and the hostages?
The other lackeys should just be lying all over the place unconscious. And as for the hostages, we have them waiting in the same room they were imprisoned in.
I see. You have done this nation a great service. Please, leave the transportation of the hostages and cargo to us. Let's move, Captain Amalthea!
Yes, Colonel.
Yeah, wait for me, Colonel! I'd really like to interview you kids, but this time the Colonel is top priority. But if we have another opportunity, I'd appreciate doing one with you too.
See you later, Estelle, Joshua.
My. You had your whole shining moment uprooted and stolen just like that.
You got that right.
Don't let it bother you, Estelle. The Bracer's role has always been that of the unsung hero. So, there's no real reason for us to stand out.
That sounds about right, yeah. Dad always made a point of staying in the background, too.
Really? I never noticed. Where is Dad?
I guess that's one problem we've still got to figure out. Where is Dad now? What is he doing? And why hasn't he tried to contact us?
It looks like there's nothing left for us to do here. In the meantime, let's get back to Bose and report what happened with the incident. We'll try and figure out what to do about your dad after that.
I really appreciate all your hard work. It appears my impression about you was right. I knew that you would come through and bring closure to this incident.
Yeah, but the army took off with all the glory. So, I don't know if,
No, that's not true. If you hadn't been there, I don't know if the army's raid would have been so successful. Backed into a corner as they were, the Sky Bandits may very well have harmed the hostages.
Agreed. Everything worked out because you infiltrated their hideout and took them out ahead of time. You should be proud of what you've done.
You really think so?
It's true that the hostages were freed and the Sky Bandits arrested. But it's a bit vexing to know that there are still some unanswered questions left.
The men who appeared at the Valeria Lakeshore, and the mystifying attitude of the leader of the Sky Bandits. I think we should consider that there's a lot behind this incident that we don't know about.
Well, I guess we'll have to leave that part up to the Royal Army to figure out. With all the culprits being detained by them, there's really not much left we can do.
Anyway, we should just be glad that all the hostages came back safe. Thanks to the news about the arrest of the Sky Bandits, things are returning to normal here in town. As a token of my thanks, I've added a bit of a bonus to your reward.
Really? Are you okay with that?
Of course I am. I'd like to thank you too, Olivier.
Ha! I just hope that my work was worth the price of that grand Chardonnay.
Yes, in fact, there was change to spare. I hope you all have a wonderful day. And if anything else comes up, I'd greatly appreciate your help again.
Good day. Wow, nice that someone appreciates us.
I'm sure that if the incident had gone on any longer, it would have caused much more confusion. It's probably only natural that the mayor is as happy as she is.
Now I'm starting to feel all giddy inside. I don't think a bracer could be any more happy knowing that her work helped out a bunch of other people.
If you say so. But I think it's safe to say that you're no longer greenhorns. Honestly, the two of you really surprised me this time.
You think so?
At any rate, please accept your assessment and pay for clearing up the incident. Here's the pay the mayor was talking about. It's a very, very nice sum, and this is from me.
Isn't this a recommendation from the Bose branch?
Is it all right to give this to us so soon?
Of course! It would be downright rude of me not to recommend you after resolving such a big incident. Please accept it.
Thank you, Lugran.
We'll work hard so that we don't bring any embarrassment on this recommendation.
Great work, you two. I'm sure your father would be extremely pleased if he heard the news.
Sure.
You're probably right.
I wonder what on earth Cassius could be doing right now. Not contacting the guild is one thing, but not contacting his family is a completely different matter.
Yeah, it's definitely not like him. After he suddenly disembarked from the airliner in Bose, I wonder where he could have gone.
Excuse me, please.
Aren't you the receptionist from the landing port? What's the matter?
You see, we recovered some of the cargo stolen by the Sky Bandits, and among some of the pieces were a number of parcels addressed to the Bracers Guild. So, I'm here to deliver one of them today.
I appreciate you doing that. But wait a minute. Why is there something addressed to this branch when the airliner left Bose to begin with?
It's actually addressed to the Roland branch. But aren't Cassius Bright's family members here?
What?
That's us, but...
Oh, perfect. We contacted the Roland branch and they said you could come here. Here you are. This is the parcel.
This letter. Yep, it's in Dad's handwriting. It's addressed to Joshua and I at the Roland branch.
It seems as if he just scribbled it out before he got off the airliner. I guess Dad did intend on getting in contact with us after all.
Oh.
Well, that's good to hear. So that parcel is from your dad too?
No, this one looks like it was sent to my dad by someone else. Huh, that's odd.
Yeah, the sender hasn't written their name anywhere.
Okay, my business here is done, so I'll be on my way. Oh, and one other thing. Good job helping arrest those Sky Bandits. You Bracers sure do excellent work.
And to think that a clue about your father would be mixed in with the airliner's cargo. Feel free to use the lounge upstairs to read his letter, if you'd like.
Thanks, Lugran.
Huh. Well then, let's have a look at the contents, shall we?
Do you mind telling me what you're still doing here?
It's just plain and simple curiosity, that's all. Why did your father disembark the airliner prior to its departure? Were I forced to wait around for an answer, the question would stick in my mind so I'd never be able to sleep at night.
And you're telling me this because...
Oh, how heartless and cruel can you be to a companion who has traveled alongside you? And just who is it you have to thank for being able to infiltrate the Sky Bandits' hideout, I wonder?
Alright already.
You can be a rather obnoxious fellow, I hope you know.
I guess we don't have much of a choice. However, depending on the content, we may have to ask you to leave, okay?
Huh, of course. I understand.
Alright, let's see what he has to say.
Dear Estelle, I'm sure you're probably about finished with the jobs I left for you, right? I'm also sure there are many things you'll have trouble with in the beginning, but take each one step at a time. I know you both can succeed. Anyway, it turns out that I've had a little trouble with my own work, and unfortunately it looks like I won't be able to make it home for quite some time. Please don't expect my return until after the Queen's birthday celebration. I'm really sorry that things turned out like they did, but you should be grown up enough not to be lonely while I'm away. So until I get back, I'll leave it up to the both of you to decide how you want to live. You're free to continue working in Roland, or you're free to pursue qualifying as a senior bracer. Your 16th year is a vintage time in your life, so make sure not to waste it. Please give my regards to Sherazard and Aina, Cassius Bright.
That seems like the type of letter your father would write. It touches lightly on things, but it's full of consideration toward the both of you.
Yeah.
It looks that way.
The Queen's birthday celebration, is it? From what I've heard, that's still a ways off.
Yep, it's about 2 or 3 months away, which means this would be the perfect time to take a small trip. I really wonder where your father is and what he's up to.
Forget about that, and let's focus on what's in that package. With an unknown sender, there's bound to be something interesting inside.
To be honest, I'm pretty curious myself. But we shouldn't be opening things that are addressed to my dad.
Why don't you think of it this way? It was a package delivered by an unknown sender about the time your father disappeared. The two might be related, you know.
That's true.
Olivier, don't coax Estelle into doing something to satisfy your own curiosity.
Actually, though, Olivier does have a good point. Instead of leaving it until our dad comes home, it might be worth looking into.
Okay, let's check it out. What's this supposed to be?
It's an orbment, although I'm not sure what it's used for. Let's see what the memo says.
I was able to secure the item the aforesaid group was carrying, so please take care of it. Please ask Professor R to do an analysis of it when you find an opportunity. Signed, K.
That's it?
Yep, it looks like the sender didn't write anything else. Shara, do you have any idea who K or Professor R might be?
I hate to say this, but I don't have a clue for either. Your father's pretty well known, so there's a possibility these people could be foreigners too.
If this is the only thing we've got to go on, then honestly, I'm about ready to throw in the towel. What the heck is this black orb mint anyway?
From the shape alone, it doesn't look like anything intended for general use. Although it feels a little similar to a battle orbment.
Even so, it's still quite different. A normal battle orbment has slots in which to install quartz. But this one has none. Maybe this one is an artifact.
An artifact?
Precisely. An artifact is an orbment created by an ancient civilization. Artifacts are the models for all orbments produced today. They're still occasionally discovered in ruins, and for the most part, the Septient Church has custody over them. They're a type of antique, so to speak.
But this one doesn't appear to be that old. It looks to me like it was made recently.
You're right about that. However, this one almost seems like a black market item.
Jeez, now look what's happened because of my good-for-nothing dad. Doesn't he know? And we're all worried about him?
Estelle.
Now, he's getting some sketchy item from an unknown sender. What in the world has my dad gotten himself into this time?
Estelle.
You know, Estelle, I've been thinking. How about we continue our journey?
Huh?
Joshua?
That's what Dad wrote in his letter, right? He said, or you're free to pursue qualifying as a senior bracer.
Yeah, he did say that, but...
We've already managed to get recommendations from Roland and Bose, right? All that's left are Rouen, Zeiss, and Gronsel. Only if we do jobs as we travel around to these other regions, we just might hear something about where Dad is or what he's doing. I think we're just worrying ourselves for nothing, considering Dad's skills. And there's also the possibility that he may have even traveled abroad. But I think getting off our own duffs is a lot better than just sitting around and waiting. And we just might be able to find this Professor R, too.
Joshua?
What?
You're a genius!
Estelle? What are you talking about?
This is like killing two birds with one stone, or maybe even 10. Sometimes I hate you for being so smart.
So, should I consider that a yes?
Oh, is it ever? Yes, yes, triple yes. training to be senior bracers as we travel around Liberal. And exposing what that no-good middle-aged man has been doing in the process.
I think you're somehow missing the point.
It looks like she's back to her old self.
Haha! I guess that's settled then.
Well, take care. I'm going to head back to Roland now. That said, I'm still a little worried about you two. Are you sure you don't want me to come along?
Give it a rest, Shara. We'll be fine. The whole reason we're going on this trip is to become senior bracers. We wouldn't be training anymore if you came with us.
And if you didn't go back, the Roland branch would have a hard time managing things. Don't worry about us. We'll figure out a way to get things done.
Well, if you insist. It's pretty rare for someone your age to be aiming for senior bracer status, so don't overdo it. And if you run into any trouble, contact the Roland branch, you got it? I'll come running no matter where you are.
Sure. Thanks, Shara. And the same goes for you. Don't get yourself too liquored up. That's the only thing I'm worried about.
All right. I'll watch the number of drink.
Never fear, dear children. You can count on me to protect fair Shara.
And why are you headed to Roland? Not to mention with Shara.
That's because I've tasted all there is to taste of the local dishes here in Bose. And I thought it was about time I turned my attentions toward another region. As for Roland's cuisine, I've heard the produce is just to die for, so that's what I'm looking forward to next.
That's pretty much it. He says he wants me to introduce him to a nice restaurant and some lovely vegetables, or some such nonsense. Since he's so persistent, I only agreed to him coming along under the condition that he goes drinking with me at the bar.
We'll never see him alive again.
Olivier, I really hope you understand what you've promised her.
I could die for the likes of fine women and food. Part of me longs to be by your side as you continue your journey, Joshua. But after many agonizing hours of consideration, I've decided to accompany fair Scheherazade instead.
I think I'll be better off with you a safe distance away from me.
Well, have fun, but I'm warning you. Don't you dare make any trouble in Roland. You hear? And here's another piece of advice. When Shara's at the bar, watch out. That's when the gloves come off. I'm seriously not joking when I say you should beware.
How dare you speak to your mentor like that, Estelle? And besides, Ina's coming along too.
Yeah, and she's even worse than you.
The gloves come off, huh? Is that, perchance, what you and Estelle were talking about before?
Yes, Estelle said it best, though. It was nice knowing you.
Yes, it was a pleasure.
The Roland-bound airliner will be departing shortly. All passengers, please board the airship now.
Well, Oli boy, it looks like it's time for us to leave. Come on now, we better hurry and get on.
Shara, wait, can we talk this over? I'd really appreciate it if I had just a little more time to think things through.
Surely you're not getting cold feet already. If you consider yourself a man, then quit acting like a ninny.
Eek! See you later, Shara! Give our regards to everyone in Roland!
Have a wonderful trip, you two!